Join us now as we go to the sanctuary of Christ Worship Center with today's message already in progress.
1 Kings 21, let's begin in verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth had a vineyard, which was in Jezreel, right by the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house. And I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money. Now watch this. Watch how Naboth answers Ahab. And Naboth said to Ahab, The Lord forbid that I do such a thing, that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. Now I want you to realize that what Naboth said to Ahab, your Bible is very clear that it made Ahab very angry. And not only him, but Jezebel, his wife. They were very angry at the fact that Naboth is not going to sell his vineyard. Let me say this. This is what I want you to see. It is absolutely necessary, absolutely crucial that we understand this situation between Naboth and Ahab. Ahab wanted what Naboth had, and when Naboth wouldn't give it to him, wouldn't sell it for any price, Jezebel said, I will get it for you. And your Bible says that Jezebel wrote up a letter and put the official seal of Ahab on it as though she was in charge. And in fact, she was. She was in charge behind the scenes, controlling things through witchcraft, control, manipulation, domination, and intimidation. And it says very clearly that she drummed up this plot to kill Naboth and take his vineyard. And we know that she killed Naboth. And they took his vineyard. But this is what I want you to see. And I'm not even going to preach on this, but I want you to see this because it's vital to understanding the whole story. When they came against Naboth, a man of God, then all of a sudden in verse 17, Elijah shows up. And Elijah begins to say, and the word of the Lord came to Elijah, the Tishbite, saying, Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whether he is gone down to possess it. They killed this man and took what was his, and they did it because of greed. Because they thought the world existed to please them. Watch what the man of God does. Watch this. Watch this, verse 19. And the man of God begins to say, And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Hast thou killed and taken possession? And thou hast spake unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, in the place where dogs lick the blood of Naboth, shall dogs lick thy blood, even thine. And Ahab said to Elijah, listen to this, Hast thou licked up his blood? And they washed his armor according unto the word of the Lord, which he spake. Now the rest of the acts of Ahab, and all that he did, and the ivory house which he made, and all the cities that were built, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? But what I want you to understand, that Jezebel died and the dogs licked her blood in the same place that the dogs licked the blood of Naboth, because they killed a good man and took away from him what did not belong to them. We are living in the last of the last days. 2 Timothy chapter 3, beginning in verse 1 says this, Know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Notice that verse 5 is very clear that all this is not just taking place in the world, it's taking place inside the church. We have got to put a watchman on the gate. We have got to put a watchman over our mouth. We have got to wake up and say, no, no, no. I'm not going to be deceived by the spirit of this age. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to love God. I am going to embrace the goodness, the truth of God's almighty word. I'm not going to let the spirit of error get a hold of me. I'm not going to let that which is wrong embrace me and destroy me. I am going to submit my life to God and let God be the Lord of my life, the King of my life, and my soon coming Redeemer. I'm going to submit to Him. I'm going to please Him. I'm going to rise early in the morning and seek His glorious face, and all day long I'm going to dedicate my life and my dwelling to Him, because He has been good to me. When He should have killed me, He has given me life. When I should have died, He spared me. When my kids should have been taken out, His mercy shined around about them and saved them from certain destruction. Church, we've got to make up our mind to serve God